Right. So let's get started, guys. So today we are going to discuss about how to हरीश अभी आए आप आपको वेरिफिकेशन कोड आके रहता थे नहीं अभी छोड़ दो दूसरा लॉगिन कर लिया दूसरे अकाउंट से लॉगिन किया था नो इश्यूज राइट सो गाइस how to deploy the static website okay into S3 bucket now we are going to discuss right so usually you know how to deploy the website into EC2 instance already we discussed. Actually, it's little bit difficult in EC2. Coming to S3, it's very easy. Okay, so it's not a big deal. Okay, so it's very easy to, for example, so I'm trying to creating one bucket. Where is the bucket? Okay, so this is one bucket. Okay, so this bucket, we are going to put the index.html file. So we are going to upload this index.html file into this bucket. We are going to configure one website with the help of this bucket. Got it, guys? But in EC2 instance, we need to install the web service. Then we need to configure the website. We need to deploy the website. It's very easy, but only static website it's possible. Dynamic website it's not possible, only static. What is the difference between dynamic and static? Huh? What is the difference between dynamic website and static website? Huh? Simple, man. For example, if you go to Naresh IT website, every time we'll have the same information, right? What kind of courses they are going to offer, then where is the Naresh IT got located, address, then their publicity related stuff will have. That is static website. Got it, guys? Coming to dynamic website, right? Your exam result website. Best example. Got it, guys? For example, so we have exam result website, right? So if you put your ID number, you're going to get your result. If you put someone's ID number, so you are going to get the someone's result. So the data it is going to change, keep on. So that is called dynamic. The data it is going to change. But static website data we are not going to change, and then same data we are going to get at any time. So clear. That is the best example for static and dynamic. You're all developers, right? Huh? You should know the differences between static website and dynamic website. Huh? So you are going to develop the website. Huh? So without knowing the difference between static and dynamic, then how? See, guys, simple. Don't give the Google definitions. So you are by-harding. So as of now, we did same thing, right? 4 साल वही किए थे. For till 4 years, we did same thing, right? रट्टा मारना, exam लिखना, pass होना. It won't work into our real life. Try to understand the concept. Automatically, you can use your own words. No need to bother about exact definition. Try to explain yourself, right, in your language. Then definitely, who's taking the interview, he's going to impress. 100%. Got it, guys? अगर मैं है तो impress हो जाऊंगा, right? Right. So now how to configure the static website we'll discuss. Then how to interact with CLI we are going to discuss. Navigate to S3. Remind me how to delete the bucket also will teach you. Yesterday we didn't discuss, right? Now we are trying to creating the bucket. Right. Good song. Please keep into silent mode. Door close kar do. Right. And then general purpose. General purpose. Right. And then we are trying to providing the bucket name. For example, red bucket or green bucket, whatever it may be, you can give. Right. So red bucket. So now what we are doing, we are trying to enabling the ACLs while we are trying to creating the bucket at the time, then only we can provide the public access, right? Enable ACLs, right? And then okay, then remove this one, public access, select the acknowledgement, right? Go a little bit down. Versioning is a mandatory for static website. You need to enable the version. Already yesterday we discussed what is versioning, right? So you need to enable the versioning. Then if you want, you can give tag, otherwise you can leave it, it's not a problem, right? Then encryption key also, by default encryption key you can give. So now what we are doing, we are trying to creating bucket. Okay, I think so. Right? So create bucket. Right, guys? So same name I think we'll have. What happened? I think this is you like, huh? Hmm. Not only you, and this account also it like same name only, okay? Red Bucket 143, right? So Red Bucket 143 we created. So got it, guys. So now double click on top of this bucket. So we need to upload the object. First, we need to create one file called index.html on top of the desktop. Okay. So now I'm writing here. This is a test page like this. Go to file, save as, and then index.html, then all, then save. Now close. One file it got created, index.html, HTML file. Got it, guys. Then go to AWS login console, upload this file. Upload this one. Add file. Already we know how to upload, right? So add file. Who's those babies, right? So now we are trying to providing index.html file. Then upload this index.html. It's very easy, guys. It's very easy, right? So what we need to do, create one bucket with ACL permissions with public access permission. Got it? And then create the bucket, then create one index.html file on top of the desktop, then upload that file from your laptop to into this bucket. Okay. So we uploaded successfully, right? So whether it is working or not, how we need to check, select this one, go to action, then make public ACLs, then public ACLs. Okay. So now let's try to copy the URL, and whether it is working or not, let's verify. So I'm going to open incognito. What happened? Shortcut, it's not working. So now paste it here. It's working. This file, it's working, right? Now, how to configure the website now? Means web URL, right? So let's see, guys, here. Go to properties, go a little bit down, scroll down, end of the page you need to go. Static web hosting. So we have one option called static web hosting in properties. Last option. By default, disable. By default, it's disable. Now click edit, then enable it. If you click enable, then it will ask the index.html document. So now index.html. So if you want, you can provide one more file you can create with the name called error.html. Provide some access denied error like that. If you want, you can provide. That is not a mandatory, optional. Okay. This is optional, see. Not a mandatory. If you want, you can give. Maybe because of some network issue, if it is unable to reach the index.html, then we are going to get the error.html. It's optional, right? So no need to provide any policies at present. So save changes. Save changes. Got it, guys? I hope you're clear. So go a little bit down, right? Here you are going to get the URL. This URL, actually we have one more concept called Route 53. Usually Route 53, with the help of Route 53, we are going to purchase one domain from GoDaddy. You know GoDaddy, na? Our organization domain we are going to purchase from GoDaddy. We have a service called Route 53. Then we are going to map this URL with the Route 53 and GoDaddy. Route 53, it is going to map those both, S3 bucket and GoDaddy, both. While we are trying to purchasing the, like, if you're purchasing the domain from the GoDaddy, we are going to implement into the Route 53. Then instead of using this system generated URL, we are going to use our domain like www.nareshit.com. www.nareshit.com, we need to purchase from GoDaddy. Then we are going to map this URL with the www.nareshit.com with the help of Route 53. We have a service called Route 53. With the help of that Route 53, we are going to map, and then so the Route 53 service, it is going to redirect to what happened, guys. Cool. Huh? So copy this URL and then open incognito and then paste it here. Right? Click continue. See, guys. With the help of, if you want, you can use this URL online. I'll share into your chat box. Try. So click this one. You are going to get the red bucket 143 S3 website. So region, Amazon, AWS.com. So this is a system generated URL. So usually system generated URL, we are not going to provide for our clients. We are going to purchase one domain from the GoDaddy. If you want, you can purchase the domain from AWS also, from Route 53. Route 53, I'm not going to cover here. So usually in main course we'll have now, there we are going to cover those all. Practically everything we are going to discuss, how we need to map that GoDaddy URL with Route 53, how we need to access this website with the help of our domain, right? So got it, guys? I hope you're clear how we need to provide the how we need to deploy the static website with the help of S3 bucket, right? Okay, so how to delete the bucket? Yesterday we didn't discuss, right? Go to buckets. First, you need to select the bucket, click empty. If you having few objects into this bucket, you are unable to delete. If you want, you can check. See, bucket is not empty. Bucket is not empty. So like this error you are going to get. First, what we need to do? We need to click empty. So we have few files inside this bucket, right? First, we need to delete those files permanently. So first we need to delete those files permanently, then delete the bucket. Click empty, then exit, then select the bucket and then delete the bucket. Now we can delete. Got it, guys? If you're having few objects into your bucket, you are unable to delete that bucket. You need to clear those objects, then you can delete. Now we are trying to deleting red bucket 143. So delete bucket. Got it, guys? So like this, you can host the website. So now we are discussing about CLI. Sir, it would be, yes, ma. Usually without Route 53, you are unable to add the domain. We need to purchase the domain from GoDaddy or otherwise directly from AWS. Route 53, go to Route 53. Let's see, I'll show you. You people, you are asking, right? This is Route 53, right? So click get start. Then here you'll have the many options. See here. First, register a domain. If you use this option, you are going to purchase the domain from the AWS itself only. But we can purchase the domain directly from AWS with the help of this option. But it's bit expensive. It's bit expensive, right? So that's why most of the people, what they are going to do, they are going to use GoDaddy. So from GoDaddy, they are going to get the cheaper domains for practice purpose. Got it, guys? So we can purchase the domains from AWS as well as from GoDaddy. So whatever if you want, you can use. It's not a problem, right? According to your freenome.com also will have. So freenome.com, I think so. That website, it is going to provide the free domains. Free domains. Got it, guys? So clear. So this is a like little bit huge concept. So I'm not going to cover in this session. Got it, guys? How to configure the, see, here we need to create a hosted zone. With the help of hosted zone, we are going to map S3 URL, system generated URL to, we are going to link with our domain. But we need to purchase the domain first. Then only it's possible. So hardly you need to spend 100 to 200 rupees again, right? Okay, so now how to access CLI? Now we are going to access S3, welcome, right? We are going to access S3 through CLI. First, we need to configure the CLI, right, guys? So we have different ways. We have different ways. I'll teach you, right? So directly you have Cloud Shell, right? Small arrow mark will have C, greater than, and small hyphen will have, right? So this is called Cloud Shell. If you click this one, you are going to get the CLI interface. This is your CLI interface. Got it? If you want, you can enlarge this one. Click the expandable option and then it is going to open into the another tab. So clear, guys? See here, we got a prompt like Linux. Guys, Linux is a backbone of your cloud, not only for AWS. Linux is a backbone of all the clouds, especially this AWS. It got designed with the help of Linux only. So let's check. I'll show you. Go to cd / check the list. We have those all the Linux directories here. Got it, guys? Clear? Any Linux command you can execute here. So this is CLI interface. Clear? So now what I'm doing in the sense, I'm trying to clear is a command to clean the screen. Got it? So now I'm trying to creating one bucket. Okay. We'll discuss later how to create the bucket with the help of CLI interface, right? So how to access the AWS through CLI from Windows. This is default, right? This is default. So if you click the Cloud Shell, you are going to get this one. Then you can execute any command here. So if you want, you can create the bucket. So how to create the bucket? AWS S3, AWS S3 MB means make bucket, S3 :/ you need to provide the bucket name. For example, I'm trying to providing blue bucket. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. See what happened? Already the name, it's already exists like that. It's saying so. Okay, we'll do one thing. I'm going to modify. Got it. Now it got created. Simple. No need to go to login console. No need to click S3. I'm unable to. I'll show you because this is not a way we need to just for how we need to access the AWS console through CLI. Just I'm showing that set. Okay. So usually how to configure from Windows, I'll teach you. Don't worry. This is one way. Okay. If you want, you can increase the size also. Go to here. Got it now. This is only web console, right? So we are trying to accessing through web console with the help of Cloud Shell. But same interface, we are going to access from Windows. We are going to access from Linux also, right? Okay, so if you want, you can verify. Go to here and then close this one and go to S3. Let's verify whether we'll have the blue bucket or not. We'll have the blue bucket. So that's why Linux is a very easy. Instead of going there, we need to click S3, we need to click that one, we need to click this one. So doesn't require. Directly access the CLI, execute one command, automatically bucket it is going to create. Got it, guys? So blue bucket 1, 2, it got created. Okay. So we have an option called Cloud Shell. With the help of Cloud Shell, we can access. This is one option. Next, I'm going to close this one. How to configure the CLI into Windows to AWS CLI. How to configure the AWS CLI in Windows operating system. Now we are going to discuss. Right, guys? We need to download one software from AWS official website. We need to download one software from AWS official website. Google it. Okay. Here you need to type AWS CLI install on Windows. Got it. Google. Then in Google, what you need to type? AWS CLI install Windows. Then hit enter. Go a little bit down. Let's see guys here. Here, installation CLI version 2 on Windows and Linux. So whatever if you want, you can click this one also, it's not a problem, right? So directly we are going to click this one. Okay, this is not belongs to AWS official. Okay, click here. Got it, guys? And then here we need to click this one. So recommended latest versions. Latest one you can. So I hope you got it, guys. So click this URL. And then here, which operating system? Windows operating system. And then, so this is a URL. You can get the, directly you can click here. You are going to download directly. What happened? This one. This one. Okay. MSI file. MSI means Windows Microsoft file. So now it got downloaded here, download folder. So what we need to do first, Google. Then in Google, you need to type AWS CLI install on Windows. Then you are going to get the URL. Click that URL and then navigate to Windows. So in Windows, you need to click .msi file. Otherwise, if you want, you can copy and then execute this command into your CMD. Both are same, right? So go a little bit here. Okay, so it got downloaded, right? Click this one, double click. What happens still? In downloads, we have AWS CLI version 2. Double click .msi file and then give next, agree, next, next, install. That's it. I hope you got it, guys. It's very easy to install. It's a very easy to install. So download the application, AWS CLI application from official website. Then automatically the application, it is going to download into the download folder. Go to download folder, double click and install. I hope you got it, guys. Simple. You know very well about Google, huh? You know how to download the movies from iBomma and then Movies Rule. You don't know how to download the software, huh? मूवीज टूल से मूवीज डाउनलोड करना पता है ना आपको? हाँ, मगर ये सॉफ्टवेयर डाउनलोड करना क्यों पता नहीं है आप लोगों को? So it's very easy, right? So once again, I'll show you. Let's see. AWS CLI install Windows version 2 also you can use. It's not a problem. Version 3 also. Then here you'll have the option. Click this one and then go a little bit down and then click this one and then which one? Linux, Mac, Windows. Go to Windows and then this one. Okay. So I hope you got it, guys. Yes, no. So now the CLI got installed successfully. If you want, you can verify. Open control panel. Okay. Then go to programs. Then programs. Got it? So first you need to install the CLI software. Then only you are going to interact with the CLI interface from Windows. So then what we need to do? We need to install. Installation, it's very easy, guys. Next, finish. Download, go to download folder, then double click on top of that software, AWS CLI version 2, then next, finally finish. Right? Okay. So open CMD, command prompt. right click, run as an administrator. Right guys. So now we need to configure AWS configure. This command you need to execute. So after installing the CLI application, what we need to do, open CMD, execute AWS configure, then hit enter. Then it will ask AWS access key ID. Access key and secret key, both we need to provide, right? Then first we need to generate the access key and secret key. First step, Google, download AWS CLI from Google, then install. Then after installing, open the CMD and then execute AWS configure command. Then it will ask us access key. We need to generate the access key. How to generate the access key? Go to AWS login console. Go to AWS login console, right? And then we have username here, right? Click username and then security credentials will have say. Got it, guys? So we have one option called security credentials and username. Then here, click security credentials, right? So click security credentials and go a little bit down and then try to generate keys. So create access key we have say. Okay, how to generate the access key and secret key? You will have a username here, right? In our AWS console. Click username and then security credentials. Then you are going to get this page. My security credentials, root user. Go a little bit down. Here you'll have everything actions, MFA device. Then third option, create access key. Click create access key. Yes, you need to select this one. So now we got created two keys. If you want, you can download .csv also. If you want, you can download .csv also. So this is not my laptop. I'm not downloading. Okay. So just I'm going to copy this key, access key, and then paste it here. How to paste? Copy, right click from your mouse, then hit enter. Secret key also. Go to AWS login console. This is secret key. Copy the secret key and then paste it here, then hit enter. I hope you got it, guys. Don't worry, after completing this session, I will delete those keys. If someone they're accessing these keys, your account, they're going to misuse. So region by default, none will have. If you want, you can provide any region according to your requirement. US East 1, North Virginia. US East 1 means North Virginia. Then hit enter. And then I'm trying to providing JSON format file. Okay, then hit enter. So like this, we need to configure the AWS CLI in Windows. Got it, guys? So it's very simple. First step, go to Google, download AWS CLI for Windows. So after downloading that software, go to download folder, double click on top of the AWS CLI version 2 or version 3 you wish, then install. Next, finally finish. Then open CMD. How to configure? AWS configure is a command. AWS configure is a command, right? And then it will prove us to provide the access key and secret key. To provide the access key and secret key and US East 1. US East 1 and JSON both I have given. So I hope you got it, guys. So now we are going to interact with our S3 CLI interface. right? So go to S3, navigate to S3. Right, already we have one bucket, right? Blue bucket. So how to get the list? AWS S3, okay, LS. Got it? AWS S3 LS. LS means list, right? Then blue bucket 1, 2 we have. I hope you got it. Don't worry. From official website itself only, we are going to get those all the commands. Okay. It's very easy to get the commands. So Google, no need to bother about any document. For each and every command you are going to get from S3 official website itself only. So AWS S3 CLI commands. Cheat sheet also you can use, it's not a problem. So this is official website, commands list, commands, whatever if you want to can give. So go a little bit down and then here we'll have this link. Here S3 AWS CLI commands reference. Right guys. Here we'll have the each and every command reference. Do one thing. Those commands it having without examples. Better to use high level commands. Use this link, high level S3 commands, right? Click this high level S3 commands, go a little bit down, then easily you are going to understand about each and every command. This is syntax. AWS S3 MB bucket and option. Target means bucket name and then option. This is syntax with example. See, with example, AWS S3 MB S3 colon bucket name. Got it guys? It's very simple. If you want, you can copy and then go to here, paste it here. What happened? Clear? Now we are trying to providing the bucket name. For example, new bucket. Already we have name. So we'll do one thing. New bucket 24. 24 also we have. Hyphen. Got it? So new bucket 246. The bucket it got created. Then how we need to get the list? How we need to get the list? How many buckets we have into our AWS account? AWS S3 LS. Simple. So LS means list. Two buckets we have. One is blue bucket 1, 2. Another one is new bucket 246. I hope you got it guys. List. Clear? Okay. So now how to create the bucket, I hope you clear with the help of CLI. And then this is a URL you can use. Okay. So this is a URL. Sorry guys. This is not my laptop. Here a little bit keys are different. Right guys? So simple, you can Google it. You are going to get those everything. Okay. Next. Let's see here. List already we discussed about list. AWS S3 LS bucket name. If you are providing, what will happen? See, what we have the content inside the bucket, it is going to provide. For example, let's see guys here. AWS, right? S3, right? LS, okay? S3 colon bucket name colon slash slash, for example, blue bucket. Okay. So this is blue bucket. I'm going to provide blue bucket. Inside the blue bucket, we doesn't have anything. Empty bucket. There is no files. I'll do one thing. I'm trying to uploading one object into blue bucket. Refresh, 2 buckets you'll have now. So I'm trying to uploading few objects into blue bucket. Okay. Upload. Then add file. Then I'm trying to uploading. I have one file called 4 p.m. Then I'm trying to uploading this one. Got it, guys? So it got uploaded successfully. So this bucket it having one file. That's it now. This bucket it having one file. Now we are going to get the list. Same command. AWS S3 LS bucket name. See. 4 p.m. txt file. I hope you got it, guys. Yes, no. So like this you can. How to upload the files through CLI, now we are going to discuss. As of now, we discuss how we need to upload the file with the help of GUI, right? Through CLI, how we are going to upload, now we are going to discuss. It's very easy, guys. It's not a big deal. So we have one command called copy and MB. MB and copy. So go a little bit down. RB means remove bucket. So first command MB. MB means make bucket. LS means list buckets. Then RB means remove bucket, deleting bucket. How to delete the bucket? AWS S3 RB. RB means removing bucket. So can we remove this blue bucket? It's possible. Is it possible, guys? No. Why no? Huh? What happened? It having object. Very good, ma. Super. You are unable to delete the bucket because this bucket it having an object called 4 p.m. txt. Can we remove this new bucket? New bucket hyphen 246. Now we can. Empty buckets only we can remove. So clear? RP. Right. So next command. How to delete the object. We have an object into blue bucket, right? Now I am trying to deleting the 4 p.m. object from the blue bucket. AWS S3 RM bucket name. RM means removing object. RB means removing bucket. Removing objects is a different, removing bucket is a different. Got it, guys? So now how to delete the objects, now we are going to discuss. AWS S3 RM. RM means remove. S3 colon slash slash blue bucket hyphen 12 slash. Got it, guys? 4 p.m. dot txt. The total object path we need to provide. Clear? AWS S3 space RM. RM means removing objects. RB means removing bucket. So now we need to provide the object path. Inside the S3, we have one bucket called blue bucket hyphen 12. Inside the blue bucket hyphen 12, we'll have one more file called 4 p.m. txt, then hit enter. See guys, delete S3 so and so object. So let's check the list. Do we have the objects into this bucket? How to check the list? AWS S3 LS. Then bucket name S3 colon slash slash blue bucket hyphen 1 2. There is no objects. It got deleted. I hope you're clear, guys, how to delete the bucket, how to delete the objects, right? Next, MV. MV means we are moving. How to upload the file, you know, na? Same thing we are doing with the help of CLI interface. Got it, guys? We upload the file before using GUI interface, AWS console. But now what we are doing, we are trying to uploading the file with the help of CLI interface. MV is a command, move objects. MV is a command. It's very simple, right? So AWS S3 MV. I hope you are getting right what I'm trying to teaching. I hope you are not feeling bored. Usually I'm a Linux faculty, so that's why I very like those commands because मेरा जो है ना वही इंटरेस्ट रहता है इसलिए CLI GUI interface I don't like. Really, guys, I don't like GUI interface because मेरा खुद का जॉब ही Linux है इसीलिए, right? Okay, I hope you got it, guys. Clear? Good. So AWS S3 MV. MV means move. So we are moving the objects from our laptop to into our bucket. So got it? Okay. So we have few objects on top of our laptop, right? Desktop पे है यहाँ पे, right? Okay. So for example, this file, right click. I'll do one thing. I'll rename this file. File 1. Okay. So this file name is file 1. So right click on top of this file 1, then go to properties, right? Copy the path where it got located. So copy the path, Control C to copy, then go to CLI interface, CMD. Then here, what you need to do, AWS S3 MV, then paste this one slash file 1, got it, and bucket name, bucket URL. So got it, guys? Let's see here. This is a syntax. AWS S3 MV source file and destination, our target bucket. Example go here. If you want, you can move one bucket to one bucket also, it's not a problem. So this is one bucket object. We are trying to moving into another bucket. Clear, guys? What I am doing, I'm trying to moving this file into one bucket. This syntax I'm using now. So AWS S3 MV, then file name. We need to provide the path because we located into system 32, but the file it got located into on top of the desktop. So that's why we need to get the path of our file, including file name, right? S3 colon slash slash, which bucket ma? Blue bucket hyphen 1 2. That's it. So clear. This is the syntax we are using, right? Then hit enter. Does not exist. Right. So extension we need to provide .txt, then it got more. Then if you want, you can check what happened. Very good, ma. File1.txt. I have given only file 1. Okay. Right. Good. So if we have more objects, then it is difficult to Write all names. See, more objects in the sense, I'll tell you. With extensions, you can upload. With wildcard expression, you can upload. Star will have na. Then provide the star and then give. And we have an object called include. We have an option called include and exclude. Which one we need to include, which one we need to exclude also we can define. Okay. We have the options, but you need to interact with us. Then only you're going to understand. Got it, guys? I hope you're clear. It got more. Then how to check the list of blue bucket 1, 2? How to check the list? AWS, S3, LS, then S3 colon slash slash blue bucket hyphen 1, 2, then clear now. I hope you got it, guys. How to move the objects from your system to S3 cloud with the help of CLI. Next, copy also you can use. If you want, you can move the objects from one bucket to another bucket. So if you want, you can download from bucket to system also. Okay. If you're having few objects into bucket, you need to download the objects from bucket to into your laptop. This is a command. AWS S3 MV bucket name and object. Which one we need to download? And then dot slash means it will download into your laptop. Then provide the laptop path also, it's not a problem. So it is going to download. I hope you're clear, guys. Next, copy command. Next, copy command. So MV copy almost the same. MV means move. MV means move objects from bucket or local directory. And copy objects from local directory. I hope you got it, guys. Yes, no. There is no file one here. MV means cut paste. Copy means copy paste. MV means Control X, Control V. Control X means there is no file one on top of the desktop. Permanently it got moved from your desktop to S3 bucket. Okay. So I hope you got it, guys. Clear? So now copy paste. So now what I'm doing, I have one file called 4pm. I'm copying this 4pm file into blue bucket. Got it, guys? The difference between MV and copy. So right click on top of the 4pm file, go to properties, get the path. Get the path, copy this path, and then go to AWS CLI. Then what we need to do now? Command, how to copy? AWS S3 CP. MV means move. CP